All right, let's see what's going on here, man. Let's see. I'll pop the hood and we'll get going from there. See what's happening. So you said, so is it blowing out all the vents and stuff now, or what's going on with that? Oh,
yeah, I mean, like
it's blowing cold, right?
Yeah, so it's just blowing cold. And the other day when I took it to the store, literally I drove the food line. After I came out of food line and started driving back, the temperature was high.
Okay, so you said the temperature gauge did good.
Yeah, the temperature.
Yeah, watch those things. I'll grab some for that. Yeah, this is the old trick right here. I'm gonna get the old trick out for the if you ever have a spring that's not working.
Turn the heater on because I shut the heater on.
Yeah, so you did hit it. Go nuts. Yeah.
And then the temperature went down.
Temperature went down. You said, oh yeah. So you turn the because that usually helps it cycle through the heater core. That's why that goes down when you turn the heat on like that. So I'm gonna get this. Maybe what we're gonna do is, secret trick. I'm gonna use this for. Oh, it's gonna need to be smaller. Oh, secret hood trick. Other way. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where I came out before though. I know your vents were acting crazy. I mean you weren't getting no heat, and I did get a code, right?
That was the Servo motor.
Tighten this for me. I'll hold it up. Just tighten it for me. Yeah, the Servo motor code. So that's what I'm a little bit worried about. Put it on there. So this one stays up kind of. It's one of these tricky ones that'll just fall down and hit you in the head and knock you out. There you go. Don't go too tight. Not too tight. You want to leave it so you just pinch it on there. So it's snug, right? Tighter. Now, when you clip them, here, hold it. I'll show you. Just make sure, yeah, so you got to squeeze it so you don't want this to move. That's what you're doing. Squeeze it so it don't move. You trust that with your head underneath it? Make it a little snugger if you don't. There you go. Now just don't hit that. And that keeps that from flopping on your head. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Any way you want to do it. As long as I don't, make sure it's on there good. Yeah. Nah, it'll be good. I do it all the time, man. That's a little secret. Yeah, but yeah, once they go out like that, they're annoying. You can get these offline too, really cheap, you know. Like $10. Like $10. Careful with this guy. Just kind of gets on.
Your tailgate.
Yep. Yeah, and they slipped right on too. they're super nice. You know, I don't know why. This thing feels empty, bro. Look, I bet you it's empty. I don't know what. Look at that. I tell you, just by feeling the hose, there's nothing in there. That's why I didn't want to start it quite yet. So yeah, whenever this happens to me, you want to check this first. Yeah, no coolant. That's why I told them. I think it's a water pump. Something's leaking out of here somewhere. We just topped it off the other day, unless you got an air pocket. But you got no coolant. There's nothing in here. Yeah, the way they did these engines is so up high. So what'll happen is the way they do them, these being so high up, it always could get an air pocket. You can't cycle through your heater core properly. So you have your coolant. I'm gonna put some in there. You can see it's just gone, brother. Ain't got nothing in there at all. I'm squeezing both these hoses. Ain't nothing in there. It's a little bit like, let me see. Screw it down there. Can I squeeze this hose here? Is that my car? Did I beep it? Oh, no. It sounds just like my truck. That's his truck. I was like, thought I did in my truck. Yes. Yeah, squeeze that hose down there for me real quick. If you squeeze it, you can see hardly nothing, right? Squeeze over here. I ain't got no coolant. So
yeah, there's nothing in here either.
That would definitely make it run hot. Now, why don't we have coolant? I told him probably a water pump. But hard to say. I left you some coolant last time, though, right? The pink stuff. I put it in the bottle for you. I think it's the pink stuff. I believe it is. So anyway, what we're going to try to do is put coolant here and see if this fixes it. But, you know, I think what's going on is you may have a slow water pump leak, man. The reason I say that is because you shouldn't be losing it. I put in the yellow one for you.
Yeah.
That one right there. About the whole time. This guy, I believe. Yeah, just a bit. I didn't give you a ton because they weren't that low. But I didn't think you need that some more. You got a little bit of water. I might put a little water in here with it because it's a little bit.
So that's bone dry, huh?
Yeah, man, like nothing. Like even a little drier than last time.
It's not
Watch, squeeze it.
out. You know what I mean? Like
it's coming out somewhere. It's probably leaking out slow, I bet, down there. But probably, I'm just saying, that's what I think, because it's got to be going somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
It just don't disappear. And we
'Cause if
just
you
topped off
remember,
last
Well,
time.
remember the reservoir was full, completely full?
Yeah, did that go on too?
Yeah, it's off.
Yeah, that's
There's
dry.
nothing in it.
Yeah, that's not good. I didn't even pay attention to that. Got a little water for me? Like a little sink, you just put a little, I just need some water in here. I don't want to fill it all the way, but be careful, don't touch that stuff unless you wash your hands. So I just put like a couple cups, you know? Yeah, nothing crazy, because I don't want it to freeze up. It's probably gonna leak out anyway, so I don't want to put too much in. Yeah, so usually if this is happening, what's going on? Put my money on it, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, a water pump probably got a little leak, I bet you, behind it somewhere. We'll start up, let it run, let it get warm. And what you do is you fill upper, lower radiator hoses. Once it gets warm, thermostat cycling. Of course, this is going to open up. We've been doing this long enough too. I can already tell you. Down here, you see any like white splash marks, like a little bit there, little white splash marks down there somewhere. Hey, what's up, everybody? Here's a few white little splash marks. That could be coolant. Where the fan throws it back on there. I don't see a lot, but you look down there. How's wet down there?
There's some, yeah.
There's a little bit down there. I'm going to show you just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but to me, it's hard to say. That could be from the road where it rained too today a little bit in the morning. Who knows? But it's probably going to be a water pump, unfortunately. I'm about to find out in a second though. Like I said, squeeze both these hoses. We go run it with the heat on with this thing topped off. I bet you your heat will come back hopefully. If you don't, you got two issues, which is even worse. So we'll top it up right in there. Trying to spill it because we need to be able to observe down there. The magic one-handed pour with the vape in the hand too. I think so. Yeah, with the vape in the hand too. You ever have a surgeon working on you, a vape in one hand, pouring coolant with the other, baby? You probably don't remember it, but he was there doing it. He was in look at that guy. He's still not one. How low are you, man? Did you run into the curb or something? What's going on? Yeah. Just teasing. That thing is bone dry. Something's leaking big time. I think being broke a radiator. But yeah, that's it for that one. So, oh, we kind of got full though on the last drive. Look at that, unbelievable. Kind of got to the top, but you can see it. Now, you always want to put your coolant in here. I don't know why people like to put the coolant in here. Like this guy. Okay. Nah, I mean, I see it happen all the time. Yeah, but that's bone dry too. So, that now, let's give that hose a little gentle squeeze. Not too crazy. I'm going to pop on out of there. There you go. So, we're full at least for now. What we're going to do is start the engine. We'll give it some squeezy, gentle squeezes on both sides as it runs. Just leave it all. Top off while you're doing it. And, yeah, start and put your heat on low. There she goes. You know what? I think I even heard that little water pump making noise. I think I even heard it. I can hear it down there. Yeah, a little bit. That's okay right there. A little bit of leak. Probably it popped. It squirted out of there for a second. So that's what that is. It popped out of there when he started. It's a little squirt. You see the bubbles though? The bubbles? It means the pump's moving. Now they're moving good. Look down there. I can't tell if that's leaking from the pump or where a little bit might have spilled when you started the car. You did have a little bit jump out of there when you started the car. Right down there you get a little bit of coolant. Let's see if it's getting bigger. I can hear your pump though kind of making that noise. So we're going to keep an eye down there to see if that puddle goes any bigger.
It should come out of the hole right here, right? One of those holes.
I see water pump right in the front. See, it's hard to see where it could go. It would. Your belt's kind of squeaking like it's your pump, but you see right down there. I can see a little bit down there. I can't see any more necessarily. It's down there too. I can't tell if that's from the spilling right there or from us starting. When you started, a little bit jumped out of there though. Real hard to see. And what happens with water pumps is this is what happens. With the water pump, it'll do this. Just let it run for a little while. I can almost hear it though. I've done this enough. But the water pump, what happens is it slowly leaks out. So when it hits your hot exhaust, it just kind of smokes right off of there. You don't even know it. And it does it as you're driving.
I'm looking to see if these drops come
You may see and what you will notice too is if you look on the ground, you'll see like little droplets that'll gather.
Yeah,
You'll see spots. Not necessarily from today, but maybe the other day. You'll see like a little puddle here, little patches here, little
definitely something.
Yeah, you'll see like little random patches, kind of like this. See this, Joey? Like little patches here. You'll see random patches start to pop up on your driveway right here. That's, I'm pretty sure, a old coolant leak, maybe.
Well, I can see a lot coming out.
Yeah, if you want to, just put it in reverse for me and back it up like, not far, don't hit my car. Back it up like, about a foot or two. Does she usually park right there just about always? I just want to look on the ground to see if we got any leaks on the ground. Keep on going back. You got it. Right there is good. Now we'll see if we see any type of puddles on the ground, which it looks like we do. I don't think I spilled that much.
Yeah, I think this is from last one.
Yeah, you can see this is from like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Now, is it your radiator or water pump? The reason I'm saying it's probably your water pump, look, your park's right here all the time. Guess what? Water pump's right there in the middle of the car. It would make perfect sense, right? Because it's literally right in your, it's not like to one side, like you would think a radiator would be, right?
Well,
Yeah, you got to be sure though, so I'm still looking. But I do think I see some water back there. You'll hear I can kind of hear the belt making that noise too, where it's getting wet from the coolant dripping on it. And we're gonna make sure. That's why I'm here. Make sure. Yeah, I mean, you hear that? You can almost hear it here and there. There's your air. Kick that AC compressor off. You have your AC runner, your defrost on. Turn it off for me. I don't want to have the AC runner right now. So we just want to let it run with the heat on low. Get the heat on low with no AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is we can cap it in a second. Unfortunately, we don't have any more coolant on us right now, but I'm gonna give it a tad bit of gas if I can fit in the car. I wanted to get to do that. Master PA, you know me. We are working on this Lexus trying to figure out why it's overheating.
Yeah, hey, I don't think it's coming from the radiator.
I don't think so. Usually if it's a radiator, you'll know what's going on. So I'm just gonna give it a tad of gas. I'm gonna see if I can't actually see where it's coming from. Well, the good news is, you know, if you have to, if you want to have heat, you'll just have to keep a little bit in here for a little while and keep topping it off. So just give this a little bit of gas, right? You want your heat on, no AC, put it on low. You know, so you want the car to get hot, but you want to be able to cycle. So when we get it warm, we're going to cap this thing off. Now, with these cars, they can't get air bubbles, but well, I know it's the wrong bottle, but Pepper Plug is the wrong bottle, but I did put Asian pink coolant in.
I don't know if this helps you confirm or deny, but when you, so it was kind of slowly leaking. When you put your foot on the gas, it stopped leaking as much.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it probably sucked it down into that. Sometimes it'll suck it down and shoot it back up. You get heated seats in here?
That tells you if it's the water pump or if that helps you with if it's the water pump or if it's the.
Yeah. So I did myself put in that bottle. Yes. Good for pointing that out. Thank you, Pepper Plug. Yeah, I put Asian pink in there. So don't ever put other stuff in your car unless you're supposed to. I actually took some of my coolant and gave it to him last time I came out here because he had a servo motor issue, and I put that into that bottle. So that's why right now you're seeing that bottle. But it is Asian pink coolant in this vehicle. So thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, it was pink. So you got a call, buddy. Stephanie.
What's that?
Stephanie is calling you, I believe, or texting you. I'm calling you. I don't know what to do. Giving you a heads up. I know you probably didn't hear it because it's not here. So anyway, sorry. I don't want you guys to see his wife's number over. But yeah, so what's going on here is we're just trying to finish diagnosing. So what do you guys think? If you had to guess what was going on, what would you jump to the conclusion on? All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to recap it. If you want to, go up there and recap that cap for me. I'm going to let off this throttle. We're going to recap it because I believe we don't have any air pockets. Because I just was out here. If we do have air pocket, that's fine. We're going to recap it now, and I'm going to see if these hoses build pressure. What'll happen a lot of times, we recapped it. These hoses don't build pressure. Good. Now, if they build too much pressure, yeah, it's going to be your thermostat problem. But it's not your thermostat. Thermostats don't leak.
Yeah,
Now, sometimes they can leak through the housing if they get bad. So, you know, I'll say a little mini prayer for you. Pretty sure it's not. But what'll happen is these hoses will get really they'll get really tight, you know. But if they never get tight too, that's another sign it's your water pump because they never get tight. They'll stay like kind of squishy because you're losing. You got like a hole back there.
I think.
And the gasket.
Going on this, it looks like.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. I just want to make sure. That's all. Yeah, but the main thing is, yeah, and you can kind of see the white. I was showing earlier, like the white little splash. Okay, down there, you can see it piling up a little bit. Can you see that down there?
Well, I don't see anything coming from up here.
Yeah, you won't see it. It'll drip behind that pulley, right?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about if it was the radiator. I don't see anything coming from
Oh,
here.
yeah. I don't see nothing. Yeah, so that's, well, I'm not, at this point, I'm already not even worried about the radiator. Radiators, you usually know right away. There could be a radiator, but the reason I ruled that out is because you got puddles in the center. That was not for me spilling stuff. So when you got home today, you set that car here. As everything depressurized, it leaked right there.
Yeah,
And you can see this is right in the center, and that's where your water pump is in the center. If it was like over here, these radiator necks usually bust right on the sides.
Unless this thing.
That's the overfill tank.
Up,
Well, the overfill tank could be like cracked too. I've seen crazy stuff. You got you might want coolant, do you? I don't want to stick regular water in there.
No.
You got regular green. We can put a little green coolant in because you're gonna have to get it out of here anyway. We can just check to see, make sure this isn't leaking. I don't think this is leaking.
About that.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Yeah, let me ask you a question. How hot did it get?
Not hot.
When it overheated.
And that was the weird part. That's why I thought it was the thermostat, because it got hot, and all of a sudden I turned the heat on, even though it was
That
freezing.
keeps the fans on. Is what it does.
Well, that was my thought.
And it helps to cycle
And
through the heater
then
core.
It dropped back down, and the temperature light went
So
off.
yeah. So what you
just
just said is like a major sign of a water pump, because that forces your stuff to cycle through the heater core. That's what it does. It forces it to cycle through the engine, through the heater core, and cool the engine. It's just a different way to cool it. It's just a part of it. Yeah. I mean, I told you I found out what it was.
Yeah.
The last time I was like, I don't think it's your thermostat. I think I checked it. So as long as both your hoses are getting hot, I checked them. Both that was getting hot, and that was getting hot. But they weren't real hot. But then again, it was so fucking cold, and I don't remember. But yeah, and you can tell right now they're not really pressurizing, are they? If you squeeze it too, sometimes if you squeeze it, you can look down here and you can see it. Sometimes it'll leak as you squeeze it. And if you look real careful too, you can see like a faint splash of coolant. So it's gonna leak behind this top pulley right here. See that pulley with the little holes in it right there? Well, can't see it now, it's spinning. And it's kind of like going like this too. See right there. That pulley right there is your water pump. The one spinning right there.
Oh, the top one, the big one?
Yep, the top, no, not the big one, the very one up top. Right there.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, and you kind of look like it's almost got some funny movement to it. Like the gasket's probably wiggling off of there.
Right.
Yeah, it's an IS 250, right? Yeah. 250, not 350. Good guess, sir. Good guess. Yeah, so pretty sure it's the water pump just from where it's leaking at. Yeah. Oh yes, 250. But yeah, pretty much the same engine. This is the same engine I did that alternator on the other day. Same engine we did that alternator on. Yeah, that alternator down here, that was a crazy car. Did the alternator right down here. Insane. Right down there, it's got a crazy bolt. A little thing that attaches back in there. You can't get to the freaking thing ever. You have to fight it just to get the alternator off. This thing was miserable. Yeah, this alternator was pretty bad. Actually, your car looks like it may have more room this year. The one I did had 0 room, man. There's nothing. It was a fight to the death. But yeah, probably got to take the damn AC line off just to get to you. Man, who knows? Yeah, so are they getting real tough yet or tighter now? Still loose? Yeah, so they should be getting expanded by now. Yeah, you can see the play. When I do that, I bet you in a second you can. I'm gonna pull my truck up something here in a minute. I'll have you. You can probably see it. And what happens is you have a plate underneath here, but it probably, yeah, you have an opening right there. So everything else is covered, right? So that's the only thing I want to make sure, because in case it is falling down somewhere else and leaking, you could get tricked.
Well, that's what I was looking at. That's why I was looking up front here.
Yeah. I don't see nothing, but I do see
I
splash
see
marks down here.
coming from
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's not some kind of line or something like that, you know. But I'm pretty sure, and I can almost hear the bearings. I don't know if you can hear that little noise.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? It's real faint. It's real hard to hear.
It's not. Water pumps are fucking pain in the ass, dude.
I know. I'm not sure in this car. I think yours is in with your timing too. I believe your timing and all that fun stuff right back there. But I'm just trying to see if I can see any type of splashing. Yeah, I can usually spot them right away, pretty quick. Just from the light, put it down there, and you can see a little stuff flicking through the air. But I can't get it to do it right now. I can get it to zoom in. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in as far as I can. I see a little bit down there, but I don't think I spilled that much. It was just a drop. So I think that's where it's leaking out the back side. So it's not that bottom pulley, it's this guy right here. And what it'll do is it just leaks out the back of that on the gasket. And this is about when they get done. And the only good thing about this is you probably need to do your timing anyway. It's about that time. So you need to get them both done. But you know, I don't do timing, unfortunately, anymore. I just don't do it. It's yeah,
Well,
that's the shop visit.
Getting the water pump done.
Pretty sure.
That I'm have to get to the
Pretty sure it's in with it. I'm pretty sure like it's one of those things where it's like a couple more bolts and the time is done. Boom, you might as well do it. It's like skipping something for no reason. It's like, you know, let's say, for example, you're a doctor and somebody gets 2 bullets in them. You're in there getting 1 bullet out. You're like, oh, we'll just leave the other one in. Why not? You pretty much try to go ahead and get the other one that way you're in there. It just makes sense. Kind of same thing. But yeah, for this situation, not looking good, man. Not looking good.
All right, so enough of the drama. What are we looking at?
Looking at a water pump, I think. I'm just gonna let it run for a few more minutes. I'm gonna make sure it's leaking. But I do need you to do this. So this is what I would do for now, since it's holiday season or whatever. You need to get a thing of coolant. Keep cooling it. Keep cooling it. Make sure you don't put water. Make sure.
Driving it.
Well, so you can drive it. It's fine. Just if it's not leaking that bad. Like honestly, when was I here last time? I mean, you got to think about it. You probably may use like a cup.
Dude, well, if you remember, all the coolant in the reservoir, that was completely full. Remember, I filled that all the way up, and then we filled that up, and all that shit is completely down.
So, but I only put in like a quarter thing, and that was over how many days? Like a week or so, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's been a good while. So I mean, when they start going like this, you just have a small leak in the gasket. So what essentially happens is you lose just a tiny bit of coolant here or there. So if you lose just a puddle like this here or there, yeah, you're fine. Now if it starts to get to the point where you're out here like putting more than a quarter thing here or there, it gets crazy. Yeah, the only other option is to get the timing and water pump done, which is probably, I can tell you right now, take this to Lexus. Yeah. Like I said, I don't do it. I may be able to find somebody that does it for you. I just don't do them anymore. I don't do them. Sorry. I just don't, I'm just, I don't have the stuff. It's easier for a shop to do it. You got to take the Haman. It's just so much to this. And the thing is, if I even make a hairful mistake, that's what I don't do. Somebody fucking kill me. I've never actually made a mistake, but if it does happen, it's something I don't want to be stuck with the bill on. Not on this car. But these are nice cars. But yeah,
right down there, is that?
It's starting to gather. You can see it. That's what I'm just waiting to see if it'll gather a little bit more. Let me squeeze this hose a little bit. Watch your hand. Squeeze that one. See if we can see anything coming out when you squeeze it. Something, put the pressure on it. Eventually you'll see it hitting. And the reason you don't see much is because, so I can tell it's a water pump now because if you look right here, see the splash marks. I'm just trying to see. Sometimes I can see like little water speckles flying. That's kind of how easy way to confirm it. That usually works better at nighttime, honestly. Yeah, so what happens is it jumps down there and hits the bottom of this hot engine so quickly, a lot of it evaporates and burns off. So have you been smelling like a sweet smell in here too? Yeah, both the hoses though still spongy like that. Yeah. So right now your thermostat would be getting kind of hot. You'd be trying to expand, and it's probably not doing any of that. Another way you can tell too. Shut it off for me real quick. You don't even have to let these. I don't open it right away just because, but you won't even have to let them cool down. Yeah, don't open that yet. But usually you don't have to though. If the water pump's leaking, you can usually open that fairly quickly because it's not expanding the hoses. Right. There's no pressure. Exactly. And I have a feeling this guy will probably open right up, but I don't want to get blasted by it. Right. Go give me a rag real quick. I'm going to try to open this guy. I just don't take any chances with this. I've had one shoot me before, but you don't want to get hit with it. I'm going to try to open it. But I'm just going to show you to me. If there's no pressure, then really I can tell by the hoses, but I want to see how low it got to.
How long, what kind of numbers are we talking about with the water pump?
Yeah, so, this is ice cold too, though. That's really cold. I'm going to have to let it run a little long. You know what? Let's go ahead and start it back. I'm not going to check it yet. I need to let it run longer because this hose is so cold. That's so cold. Usually water pumps. Now, this engine is kind of different how it's got to come all the way back up. A non-pumping water pump could make this hose cold. Start it back up. I need to run. So the way it's designed is this has to go here all the way down and then back up here. So if the water pump's not functioning, this hose would be cold. But this kind of feels like a thermostat cold hose. And that's just how this motor is, because you got to go down here and then back up here. If your water pump's not pumping like it should, then this hose isn't going to get real hot. This hose is fairly cold. And if it was your thermostat, right, it would be like ice cold, like in hot, or vice versa. One would be cold, one would be hot. But this is pretty cold for a water pump, so just making sure you're not leaking back around the housing or something crazy. That would be awesome, but I don't see anything. I think that's where we spilled some stuff right there, but if you're leaking back there, that would be awesome for you. Never know. If I can get a better view right back here where his pump's at, if I can see anything down there. I can tell you right now, though, you probably look at, Now I'm gonna double check it, man, because I don't know for sure. I don't want to pretend like I do. But timing of water pump jobs, I mean, a couple thousand.
The water pump, not
I think you're gonna have to do it though. Water pump sometimes, depending on if it's pretty easy to get to and it's external, yeah. But if it's internal, yeah, it's a different ball game. But I don't mind doing a water pump if it's external. I'll do it, even if it's in with the timing, as long as I don't actually have to, mess with the timing.
So you won't do the water pump?
No, that's what I was telling you. I won't do it. I won't touch it. No. I just had to verify. I don't remember. I've worked on too many cars. On this particular engine, I 4GR FSE. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in with the timing. I'm not 100%. So.
Right. Okay.
And so it's crazy. I work on too many cars, but this particular engine, I think it probably is. I got a feeling. I believe most all Toyotas are, and it's chain driven. I'm pretty certain. Don't hold me to that. Like I said, I work on too many damn cars. Yeah, but either way, you may just let it run for like five more minutes if you want. I want to see if the hose will get hot. That's the main thing. Because I don't want to like be wrong and it be like a thermostat or something.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to take it to somebody else anyway for them to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For them to do a diagnostic on it.
It's all good. I got you. No, I just want to see because I'm curious at this point. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, they're gonna. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the thing is, what if I'm wrong and it is a leak up here in the housing, and I can do it in 2 seconds? I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I think you have to take it in and get your head cranked. Yeah. I mean,
dude, honestly, at this point,
well, if I diagnose,
if it's gonna start costing me this kind of money, this fucking thing is wrong. I'll get it fixed.
Well, the good news is you could. Well, let me eat this real quick. The good news.
Traded in.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're just telling, hey, yeah, most shops will take it as a trade. Well, yeah, nobody's ever going to know until, unfortunately, it's too late. That's the thing. That's why I tell people always bring a mechanic with you when you buy a car, because I would catch this right away. No one person's not going to catch this. No way. You could drive around the block 65 times. I mean, it takes what? Like you said, 3-4 days to leak. So you've got a couple $1,000 repair, and you buy this car. You have no idea. People don't get.
I'm with you.
It happens all the time.
Or keep the car.
Yeah. Well, this is not a bad car. So, I mean, you got to think about it like this. You got to understand, this is coming anyway for this car. Any car, 125, 150,000 miles. Water pump timing belt.
Well,
it's in the maintenance book.
We've had this talk. Both of these vehicles are about ready to wrap it up.
But that's about how they all get, man. To be honest, that's why it got me a truck finally. I couldn't keep doing the work all the time on my own car. I'm out there screwing my own car over and over and over forever and just not doing any good. Yeah, so we're still cold over here. And I just think what it is it won't come up here. Yeah, so at this point, man, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, it's just not allowing it to shoot up here. That's the main thing.
Yeah, plus I don't want any
more. Oh, I got a happy. Yeah, no, I got a happy poop. Yeah, this car's doing a happy poop right now. Look at that. That's crazy. But yeah, sometimes you shut it off too, right?
Yeah, that's.
You can see. You can see more.
Nothing wet on the front
exactly. So right here's where you see this right here is where that gasket maybe could be leaking, and you can see a little bit. Here. Yeah, but it looks like a little bit jumped out of there. So even though you see some water, it's not gonna. You can't say that's what's leaking.
No.
And that's not gonna. That doesn't usually leak, man. I'm just hoping for the best case for you, trying to give you some luck here. Oh my God, it's working. Yeah. When you told me, I'll be honest, just coming out here last time, I knew for a fact. It was your water pump, just from like what we did. Now, what about your heating side? Your heat working? You check your heat? It's probably not working yet because you haven't cycled. That's the problem with these vehicles. They have to come so far up for the coolant to get to the heater core, and it's just not going to cycle. You really need to top this thing off and get it in there, but it's hard to do. See if it's getting warm yet. It is? Okay. Yeah, so that's what it is. And so the heat's working now too. Yep, so the good news is it's not your servo motor, which would cost you about as much as your water pump and your timing would cost you. So, well, the good part is once you get that fixed and then the servo motor acts up, then you're really screwed. That's kind of how it goes. So, what we're looking at then, I'll look it up for you for sure. I'll let you know what I can do. What year is this? Toyota Lexus IS250.
2015.
2015. Peek of that guy. What's it made at? It's made in Japan.
Made in Japan.
And you know what's crazy? It's Japan vehicles are usually better. Japan is usually kick ass, honestly.
Well, all Toyota's Japanese. Right?
I just don't understand why the Japan ones. I mean, I'll be honest, the Japan ones usually leak more quickly than the American ones. I'll be honest with you, they really do. IS-50, so. All right, man, I'm going to look it up later. I just wanted to make sure I had everything I need. Yeah, sorry for the bad news. But
somebody had to give it to me.
Yeah, well, I had a feeling, man, and when I talked to you, because last time when I went out here, you know, I'm pretty sure I checked for the thermostat. I couldn't remember. I do too much stuff. So.
The error code came up, and you know, we tried to.
Well, you did get the servo motor code. That was what was crazy.
Yeah, and then
but you did replace the battery though, too, didn't you? Didn't you tell me? Was that you? Yeah.
Well, the battery's not whole.
It died or something happened. You had to do the battery delete or something. You told me. I think was that you?
Both of these batteries have been replaced within the last year.
So it wasn't done prior to me coming last time.
No, the truck was the last one that had the battery.
Okay. Okay, so that was somebody else. I get it mixed up. I want to make sure. So that was weird. I had that code. It could have. I don't know. Maybe it recognized something was going on, so it triggered a code. Who knows? But usually it won't trigger a code for nothing. That's just kind of crazy. But yep, I'll let you know, man. Either way.